now? Is she there?
No, miss. Let me text you it.
You will again miss the digestive system. Anyway,
Let me check.
let us see that we have digestive system, we have enzyme, we have esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, pancreas, liver, excretory system, kidney, nephron, and urine. Almost yesterday, I have finished everything. When I say mechanical digestion, chewing, you do it with your teeth. So that creates a small piece of food. Chewing is digestion. But from your mouth, when the saliva comes out and some chemical comes out, they digest your food in their mouth also. Okay, the chemical digestion is a process in which large molecules of food are broken down into smaller molecules. Like that sodium chloride is a molecule. You know that some glucose molecules. Glucose molecules are very large molecules, C6H12O6. Do you remember this formula?
Yeah, miss.
They need to be broken, girls. It's page 49. So an enzyme is a chemical. There are many enzymes in my body that are actually chemicals that the body uses to break down large molecules into smaller molecules. So these enzymes are in the liver, these enzymes are in stomach, they are in my mouth, they are even girls. When you eat with your hands, subhanAllah, it's sunnah, you know that, right? Eating with your hand is sunnah. Do you know about it?
Yeah.
That's right. You eat with your hand and the last, when you are finishing your food, what do the Muhammad Sallallahu said? He said, wipe your fingers.
Yeah, lick your fingers.
Yeah, why? Because at the last, there will be enzymes sticking to your fingers. So when you wipe it, subhanAllah, your food get digested easily. So see how the science is related to our sunnah. And it is a chemical that body uses to break down molecules into smaller molecules. Enzymes act like chemical scissors. They cut up large molecules into smaller molecules. Mechanical digestion breaks up food and increases surface area. What does the meaning of increases surface area? The large pieces, when they are into smaller pieces, we say they have more surface area. As I told you last year, an example of carrot. When your mom when your mom boils the whole carrot or the pieces, of course, the pieces will boil faster. Similarly,
I remember.
Yeah, the pieces will have larger surface area. So same way, the mechanical digestion breaks a food and increases its surface area so that the enzymes can break nutrients into smaller molecules. Without mechanical digestion, chemical digestion would take instead of hours. Girls, imagine few people, they don't have the habit of chewing properly. They just mug up, girls. They just eat their food.
How much they will swallow and they will cut the food into small pieces.
They like example, few people, they don't have the habit of chewing a lot. They just do 2 to 3 bites and then again. They don't want to chew it properly. Actually, I remember when I was small, my teacher who used to sit with in the cafeteria in the lunch hour, she used to say to me, count till 16. Think till at least 16 to 20 seconds and chew. Even you feel that your food is crushed, try to chew more before you eat so that it helps in digestion. Especially girls, the old people.
Okay, miss, the people who don't have like teeth, how they will cut it into small pieces and then swallow it. It's not going to stuck.
There are two kind of people who don't have teeth. Either they are very old or they are very young, right? Okay, younger baby, that's why, subhanAllah, he's prone to milk and many other things. And if giving him, vegetables or something, we are making a mash out of that and we are serving your babies, right? Even old people, that's why they say don't give them hard food to chew. Don't give them directly the bread with, try to soak the bread in the soup, shorba, or try to take the sambusa and add and make it little bit sluggy or little bit what you call as mash and then give them. Because for old and child, it's like almost the same thing going on again, repeating again. So that's why the doctor suggests, even subhanAllah, you won't believe the tablet what you eat, the medicine what you eat to the older people, syrups that will be more effective than the tablet because their digestion become weaker when they get old. So do you understand this?
Yeah, Miss.
Does Alia join? No.
No, Miss, I told her, she didn't reply.
Leave it, khalas. We'll watch the video because this was an important lesson and I did not do with her last year. I'm worried for her. Anyways, in your mouth, teeth grind food. Is it mechanical or chemical? Malak? Teeth mechanical or chemical?
Mechanic.
Excellent. Salivary glands releasing a liquid called saliva, which helps to break down food. Yes, Wateen, is it mechanical or chemical?
What, Miss?
Saliva coming from my mouth. It mixes food. Is it mechanical or chemical?
Chemical.
Very good. Yes, Malak. In the stomach, muscle contract to grind food. Contract means it tries to, mix up food by contraction and relaxation. What is it? Mechanical?
Chemical.
It is mechanical. They did not say that stomach is, I know the stomach releases, and when it releases, it is chemical in the stomach. But here, what did they say the word? Grind. How do they grind food? By muscle contraction. Imagine, girls, like I have you remember when we were small, and even when you were small, you used to have that potatoes in the plastic,
Yeah.
and you mashed it with your hand.
Yeah, Miss.
So that is actually mechanical because you are mashing it. They are contraction. You are pressing it. So that's why when muscle contract, it is mechanical.
Mechanical.
Moist nutrients these are broken down by enzyme. Yes, Vatin?
Chemical.
Chemical. Very interesting and very easy lesson, girls. If
Yeah.
you know the names and if you understand the concept, very simple. Now, digestion begins in the mouth with the both mechanical and chemical. Teeth, with the help of the strong jaw muscle, break down and crush food. The teeth and the grinding, all these are mechanical. And saliva is, of course, chemical. The esophagus, that helps in moving of the food through the throat into a long tube called esophagus. Of course, when I say muscle contraction, they say the movement is called as peristalsis. And this is, of course,
what does mean peristalsis?
Nothing. When the muscles, contract.
Stretch your muscle.
Oh, yes, stretch and come back, stretch and come back. That concept, that the contraction movements are called as peristalsis. So this esophagus itself, we say it's a muscle. It moves food along in much the same way as you move toothpaste from the bottom of the tube with your thumbs. Like imagine you are, they are saying that you press the toothpaste from the bottom of the toothpaste tube with your thumb. So how it goes like that? The muscles, they push the food inside to the way to the stomach.
Yeah.
Now, what is stomach? It's a muscular bag that crushes food and contains enzymes for killing bacteria and breaking down proteins. So what is it doing? It kills bacteria and break down proteins. We have so many walls of stomach layers which can churn and mix food that try to move itself to mix the food inside. And that is also mechanical digestion. We have small glands in the stomach that release acid, H2SO4, sulfuric acid, that kills most of the bacteria that might be swallowed with your food. A coating of thick mucus protects the stomach lining for the acid. Anyways, even these enzymes are also released in the stomach that break down protein. Coming to small intestine, after a few hours in the stomach, food is reduced into a soupy mixture called chyme. Now, girls, it becomes like a soupy mixture in my stomach, and it's called as chyme. This chyme or chyme, okay, it goes to small intestine. In the small intestine, it's a muscular tube where most chemical digestion take place and most nutrients are.
Miss, the chyme is healthy.
Actually, see, if the chyme is not formed properly, you will have problem in your stool. You will always, try to constipate. What do I say? You cannot pass your stool easily because you're not drinking enough.
So the soupy mixture, it's called chyme.
Yes, that becomes after mashing of food in the stomach. Because of your stomach move, the food is mashed. It looks just like a soup. That goes to my intestine, and there it gets the nutrient gets absorbed, and the waste it goes to large intestine. And if your large intestine enough water so that it can pass the stool easily. If you're not drinking enough water,
Yeah.
everything get dried in the large stool,
Yeah.
and you get a very dry and painful stool. You get a very dry and it's painful. You cannot even pass your stool properly. So that's because you're not drinking enough water. You're eating everything very hard, and that way. Like if a person goes to a doctor, okay, if I say you about a case, if a girl or a boy goes to a doctor, a small child, and he says, I did not go to toilet for 2 days. Maybe he's just passing the urine, but he's not passing the stool. So now what the doctor says, doctor has to ask each and everything. A good doctor will not just write the medicine and give. He must explain. Nowadays we have very few good doctors. Ask him whether are you chewing your food properly? What are you eating? Are you always eating croissants? Are you always eating things which goes and stick to your stomach? You know, are you just taking very hard things? Are you not drinking enough water? Are you not taking soupy things? Or are you not chewing your food? Everything goes properly, girls. Everything takes part. In the large intestine, water and nutrients are absorbed. Most of the solid material remaining is waste, which is compacted and stored. Eventually, it is eliminated from the body. Okay, girls, did you understand perfectly?
Yeah, miss.
Okay. So today you're gonna read this lesson so that you understand more easily. Okay.
Okay.
Now, liver is a juice. Liver, it produces a juice which is called as bile, and that is then stored in the gallbladder, and it breaks up large fat droplets into very small droplets. The pancreas makes fluid that break down every type of material: protein, carbohydrate, fat. So it means pancreas are more responsible for very
Miss, what is the reason from the bile?
see, my liver, it produces some juice. Okay, that is that goes to gallbladder, and this bile, it breaks up large fat droplets. Like, imagine I have in my body large fat droplets because I'm taking oil, I'm taking oily food, I'm taking cheese. So my liver has to work more. My pancreas have to work more because I'm eating a lot of oily food. I'm taking a lot of French fries. I'm taking a lot of cheese, a lot of what they call as oily fried food, roast, and what do you call as sometimes you are continuously taking fat.
Burgers.
Yes, even at home it's very oily. So these kind of things. Now, in the small intestine, I told you yesterday also, we have a very small hair-like structure that we have folds, we have villi, and we have microvilli. Again, we have folds, we have villi, and we have microvilli. If you like, you can just highlight that part.
Okay.
Okay. First, the walls of,
Highlighted.
huh. First, the walls of the small intestine have many folds. These folds increase the surface area inside the intestine wall, creating more rooms for nutrients to be absorbed. Each fold is covered with a finger-like projection called villi. They have inside villi. In turn, villi are covered with, 1 minute. Villi has microvilli, girls, and that increases the surface area of villi. They are hair-like structures that contains blood, blood vessels, lymph, and then the nutrients are absorbed through this. Now, girls, I think tomorrow I need to start with the excretory, where we'll study about sweat, your urine, and how the gases you exhale. And then you're gonna the parts: kidney, nephron, urine, urethra. I am sure you remember this diagram. This diagram: kidney, ureter, urinary bladder. Last year I've shown you in the lab also. And
Yeah.
tomorrow, inshallah, we'll finish up this lesson. And we'll start with the new lesson day after tomorrow. That is, what is the next lesson, girls? That is nervous.
It's the nervous and the endocrine
I say that.
system.
You know, when I was in my college, for me, this was the toughest lesson, nervous and endocrine, because we had to know about many nerves and more in detail, of course.
Really?
This is the toughest part I felt. Everything related to brain, connected to spinal cord, and because brain is an organ which is connected, brain and heart, but heart is simpler than brain. Because heart is just pumping. You know, you have arteries, you have vein, but brain is controlling the whole body to walk, to move, to be happy, to be sad, everything. It's like the main, what do you say, the king of the body, or the main organ of the body. Okay, girls, any questions you have?
Thank you.
That's it. I cannot ask you to draw the, what we call as digestive system, or see, but you can go to Google, girls. You can go to Google this way. Please try to go there, take a printout, digestive system. Write down digestive system, because last year I have given you label. Just write down digestive system label and try to take out a printout of the one which is empty. I think this printout I have given you last year. And you must know about it, girls. You know, you must know about this is the mouth, this is the esophagus, like coming here. See, gallbladder, you have liver, you have stomach, you have pancreas, small intestine, large intestine. This is the appendix. Sometimes it pains here a lot. Rectum, and this is the anus. Duodenum. Or you can even go with this one, this diagram.
Okay.
Many are there.
Where to go with
Many of them. You can go with any of them, okay, guys? But
Yes, you take the diagram and write the things.
yes, you must know which one is where.
So, Miss, we print it.
If you want, girls, keep it with you.
Okay.
To draw, you can draw, but this is very difficult.